In my head, you have held me in your arms. In my head, I've been witness to your charms 1,000 times.
What advice would you offer, Kat, in terms of what you know now, what you would have liked to have known then, or, you know, what are the sort of pointers that you'd maybe offer the first time?
I think the first one, I think the most important one is resilience. That you just keep going, you just keep writing. There are things which will happen over which you have no control. There is no doubt that at some stage along one's career, bad reviews are going to happen. Begrudgery is going to happen. Something that you really want to happen with a publisher doesn't work out. Your hopes and dreams for your book are shattered for one reason or another. All of this happens, and it happens all the time. And I think, you know, if the passion and the persistence, and persistence I think is just as important as passion, you actually have to try to develop a thick skin and just keep going through it all, no matter what, because to lose sight of the passion that brings us into this, and I won't call it a business, but this way of life, to lose sight of the passion that brings us into this business in the first place is the saddest thing of all. And I think that kind of screen around ourselves of, I'm going to be resilient, I'm going to keep going no matter what, I think that's the most important thing. And being professional is another. You know, you know, I've seen directors of festivals who get very cross where somebody's been asked to read maybe for 5 minutes and they hog the stage for 15 or 20, you know. Things like that all help, well, all hinder if you do it that way, but they help to build a reputation where you're asked back again. You know, and being visible is important. And I know that now, I think the social media end of things, which wasn't there at all when I started writing, I've come to that very late, and that for me is, it has been a huge learning curve, but it's also something which sometimes I resent, because in my day, all time is writing time, apart from all of the practical things I have to do. And to feel, you know, to feel pushed into having to spend a certain amount of time on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it happens to be.
Evil, though,
It can be, yes. So, but I mean, again, it's trying to balance those things, I would say, are important, which wasn't the case when I started out. There was no such thing as social media. But it has become an issue now, and I think trying to balance those things is really important. Because sometimes self-promotion can take up more time than you're writing, and I think that's a danger zone. So certainly resilience, keep the passion, the persistence, and I suppose balance your writing time with promotion time.
So now, Kat, are you sorted?
Sorted. I'm going to go now and write the next bestseller, you know.
I dream, 'cause it's the closest I'll ever get to you.